I know how to collapse the time. I know how to bring these quantum scenarios into this real life. Co-creating with your higher self, it's completely different skill. And you can't do it through the mind. You can do it through the heart, and you can do it through coherence. Imagine you wake up in the morning, and what will be one thing that you will continue to do when you have everything, when you have all money that you wanted to have?
Welcome back, everybody, to the Vibe Higher with Gigi podcast. Today we have a very special guest, Alena Uznieva. She is she is the inaugurator of the I Am Creation retreats, in-person summits, and mentorships. She works to invite people out of conditioning and into conscious self-creation, not just a concept, but as lived, embodied experiences. I had the honor of meeting her. Well, I saw an ad on Instagram, and we connected. We had a phone call right away, and I had experience, or I'd been living in a place where there was a lot of kind of like, I felt like, I mentioned this earlier, a lot of like fake spirituality. But the second I met her, I felt like it was like a grounded, like heart-centered presence. And after the conversation, it was like a fuck yes. It was like a full body fuck yes. I'm going to this what ended up being a very transformational experience for me, very cathartic, very kind of uplifting, and I can't even put into words what I experienced. But welcome, Alena.
Thank you so much, Gigi, for such a beautiful introduction. And yeah, like I think this is one of my gift to create those spaces where people can take off the masks and be real, authentic, and come back to this divine, real, authentic, truthful nature. And this is what I love to do. And this is my mission. As I say, my mission is to create a revolution for the soul's evolution. And this is what I'm doing through the spaces, through the mentorship programs, through the online programs, summits, in person summits, or transformational retreats. And yeah, it's such a beautiful mission, let's say, to see people transforming gifts to their power potential. And yeah, it inspires me a lot.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect when going in, but it was like one powerful transformational experience after the other. We had the water purification, and just the journeying of the people like coming together, and just releasing their layers at the get-go. Like I'm not sure, like I guess it comes with your energy and just like the energy, your intention for the retreat. But yeah, it was very powerful.
Yeah, I think it's like, again, for me, I'm the person with the big experience in business, 10 years in the corporate business. And for 10 years, I have my own company that I built from 0 to 8 figures. And like living in this human doing where I was like hustling, achieving, doing, brought me to this space of disconnection, living in the masculine, creating this fake wealth, abundance. And I thought I had a beautiful life till a beautiful moment when I realized that I feel empty, disconnected. And when I came to Bali, like, the life completely changed. And what I realized, as I shared at the beginning, when we take people to this space and where we create this safety for them to be themselves, where we allow them to take this mask and like bring themselves fully, authentically, like without trying to be a good girl, a good boy, or people pleaser, but like just be yourself. And I can tell you, it's like, it's not me who creates this magic. When people feel this permission to be themselves, this is when the magic starts to unfold, because people start to come back inside, not outside, because most of the time people are focused more outside and they are trying to behave in a good way, or they are trying to create a beautiful life. But in reality, when they start to go deep and see who is there and like ask the questions and start to go deeper and learn and like, you know, rediscover who they are, and like this is when the magic start to happen, because most of their life people are like they are focusing outside, but there is a whole world inside, and it's so beautiful, and it's like there is a magic. All the magic is inside. We just create that space, open the lid, and then like this uniqueness, this like unique unicorns are jumping out and start to be real and authentic and having all these experiences, and they just start to enjoy the life and be this playful, real, authentic, and like have all this start to enjoy, like really enjoy themselves and play and have fun, like experience this freedom of being themselves. And yeah, it just the energy inside the room, the frequency that we create, it just bring people again back to themselves, and they feel this like moment of connection, like a missing puzzle piece coming back to the, like, you know, to the picture, and like the magic
Mm.
happens.
Yeah, like I definitely felt it during it, and it was a powerful shift, and it's like, and I felt it like weeks to come, but then it takes like practice and continuation of like going back into yourself. Like what is it? What do you think helps to come back to yourself in the outside world where we always feel like we need to, yeah, be in some sort of character?
Like it's like again what we are doing, we just showing like during the retreat, when people are coming back to their nature, to themselves, like coming back home, they feel it, they experience it, they embody it, but then they come back to the society, they come back to the real world, they come back to the surroundings, to people, and they how to say, they start to come back to their patterns, to their like limiting beliefs, and this is the real practice to choose in a daily life, like to be real and to be a creator of your life, because it's easy to come back like, you know, to the come back home, and it's like, oh my god, I have these issues, oh, I don't have enough money, or this person is like a bad person, or I have like this person did this to me, and we come back to the victims of the situation. And it's such a courage to choose in the daily life, to choose yourself, to choose to create a life. It's a responsibility. You need to make a conscious choices in every situation, instead of coming back to the old patterns and the beliefs, because like again, everything what you have is the experience, the past experience. And like to do the shift, it's like it's like a meditation. It's not just like, you know, to do the meditation for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or 1 hour. No, it's
Mm.
you continue to live meditatively in during the whole day, and in every situation you make a conscious choice, not the choice based on your patterns or old self or limiting beliefs. You need to make a conscious choice in the present moment, and it's simple, and at the same time it's the most difficult thing, because it's not so easy for people in this like hustle, in this like daily life, really to come back to this present moment. And it's like, okay, what is going on? How do I feel? How do I want to respond to this person? Like, what are the triggers that coming up on the surface? Like, people don't ask these questions. Normally, they would, like, you know, some situation happen and they react. But to
Mm-hmm.
change
Mm-hmm.
your life, you need to be so present in the moment and stop, breathe, and like, what I'm creating right now. And from that space of presence, or like you can ask different questions, like if I am love, or if I am light, if I am creator of my life, what do I want to create right now? How do I want to answer in this situation? Not react, but respond and answer. And it's like it takes time, it takes practice, it takes efforts and energy to come back to this present moment and make these constant choices. Normally, it's people to just come back to the old patterns and react. So, like to continue this transformation and this creation in your daily life, it's very important to constantly choose yourself and choose what you want to create in every situation. And in every situation, make the choices from the present moment that are aligned with you, with what you want to create. Like being in the integrity and like coming back to the heart, to the center, and create the situation from the space of alignment and from the space of center, from this harmony, from this peace inside. And this is where when the real work start like happen, because like during the retreat it's easier because we are holding a space and we are giving you we are there as your reflection, so you can easily see, and the guides can guide you and show you and give you the steps what to do in those situations. But when you come back home, you are the only one there to make those choices, right? And you are the reflection to yourself in every moment, and your sensations is the signals for you if you are, let's say, if you're doing the right things, or you're still falling out into this old pattern. So then it's like your responsibility to continue to be this divine creator and create your destiny in every situation. And it's a journey.
Yeah, like, because we are the creators of our reality, no matter, like, because we are in this realm, right? So there's like a bed, we're in a room, there's a reality, we have family or friends, but like, it's still a blank canvas, and we make the choice every single day to like create, or for, just to choose our timelines. Like, I was going up a hill today, and it was really sunny, and I got in my head, like someone else was in my head, and I was like, okay, and then it affected my emotions. I'm like, okay, I'm getting angry, but I was able to give myself like a second and be like, what does like my inner child, or what does like Galit or Gigi need right now? And it was like to feel loved. And it was simple, and it was giving me that space, and that kind of alleviated, that just just gave me the space to be with myself for just like a split second, and then I just felt better because I recognized, right?
And you can recognize it only in the present moment, when you are present right now, when you can come back to your sensations, when you can come back to your body, when you can talk to your inner girl and check with her what is there, what is alive. You need this space, feel, and to come back and to have this conversation. But imagine if you are in your mind, if you are busy and you have this overwhelm and the fear, and your body is like not ready to move forward. I can tell you, I had this situation today. I have so many things, before Christmas, and so many projects and a lot of things that I need to do, and a lot of people are waiting for the reply. And at some point, I could feel this, like my body was like, I was almost like diving so deep. Like all these tasks were covered in me, and like I couldn't breathe, and I could feel this overwhelm and fear. Like I could feel this sensation. And normally, my old self, I would continue to push myself. No, I need to do it. There is Christmas. I need to finish it. I have this amount of time. There is not I would push myself and to come back to this masculine approach, doing what I did instead. I'm like, okay, I am creator of my destiny. My energy creates my reality. Okay, if I'm in this energy
Mm,
of overwhelm and fear, what I will create? overwhelm and fear in my external world. What do I want to create? Do I want to create this, or I want to create a peace and harmony and like success and other things? For sure, I want to create this. What do I need to change? I need to change my internal world. I need to change the how do I feel, my inner state, my emotional state right now, so I can shift the energy, I can shift the frequency, and I can create from that space of peace. What I did, taken catharsis, gibberish. It didn't take it, like it took maybe 15 minutes. I did this. I shake it from my body, like from all the muscles, from all the like physical body. Then what I did, I breathe. So I expand the lungs. I expand and brought more oxygen to my system, so I can come back to the space of harmony and peace. I breathe, and then I came back to the present moment, and I'm like, okay, now I continue to do and create. And in that moment, my mind is clear. There is more focus, there is more clarity. And I can do the actions like this instead of me being like this. And like there is a chaos in that situation when like you feel overwhelmed, or like when I came back through this practice to the present moment, I felt so good, so high, you know, like the clouds went to the sides and the sun started to shine again, where like before it was almost like a dark night and the rain and all these things and the thunder lights, and it just
Wow.
like it's so important to be in coherence with our body. If you want to continue to create from the mind, go and have your plan, strategy, and all the things. But again, you can create so much when you are co-creating with the universe. When you have the access to the quantum field, to all these possibilities, co-creating with your higher self, it's completely different skill. And you can't do it through the mind. You can do it through the heart, and you can do it through coherence. But again, to be in coherence, you need to be in present moment. You can co-create with the universe only from the present moment, not from the past, not from the future. It comes only from the present moment. So it's like it's a skill that people can how to say like build every day through different practice, through the meditation, and at some point they will have this like, okay, come back, breathe, center, and then you create. But this is for me, this what completely changed my life, this moment of presence and like silence in my head. This is the space where I receive the downloads, I receive the ideas, I receive the guidance from my higher self, from the universe. And I'm just here. I'm a vessel for all this creation and all the ideas I'm bringing, like, from quantum to this 3D, 5D world. But again, without this presence, without this connection, like you will continue to be a human doing, not a human being, and you will continue to hustle, achieve, and there will be always not enough, and there will be no happiness, like this feeling of happiness. There will be some emptiness and like this ego that I want more, more money, more success, more projects, more this. But when you
More
are
love.
coming back into this presence and peace, you're like, I'm whole, I'm complete, I'm happy. And like there is such a peace inside, so much gratitude, and it's completely different, like frequency and energy. And this peace and gratitude and authenticity helps you to attract so many beautiful things into your life without you chasing and do it, but just like being in this space, in this frequency. You're like a magnet attracting all these miracles into your life, and it's just a different quality of life.
And it's just coming back to the present moment, no matter how. And there's many tools out there, like the gibberish, the kundalini, the yoga, the shaking, the breath work. It's these are tools, and whatever whichever kind of like resonates with you in the moment the best, you go back to. It's just a tool. But if you could just find your present moment or your presence in that moment just without those tools, that's great as well. Just like some people find it easy to just like sit down and meditate, but sometimes the emotions and the mind come into play. Yeah.
It doesn't
But
matter what tool you use. Like any tool that bring you to the present moment is your tool. Everything what resonates with you in the moment, and in every moment it will be different tools, because in reality sometimes like you are just so emotional, right? And there is like this overwhelm, like shaking would be good.
mhm.
Sometimes you have some sadness, etc., and maybe fear, and like you can do the breath work, like to release it. Sometimes you just need, as you said, like this calm peaceful meditation. It doesn't matter, it's all tools. What matters is like your choice to live meditatively. And by like me saying meditatively, it's like living consciously in every moment of your life with the full awareness, and with you being in and connecting to this present moment, and being like just being fully you in the present moment, not doing, but just being, and it's enough.
And that's the state that you got the download for the I'm Creation Summit and all that. Like, where I'm curious. Like, you mentioned that there was a shift that happened where you were living, you working a corporate life, and then I think you got a download for the I'm Creation Summit, or you just
Yeah, it's
you
like
just went.
I mean, believe me, when I was in a corporate business, or even after building my own business, when I was in my mind, like again, because of my childhood, because of all like my experience in the masculine world, I was so much in the mind. Like imagine horse like galloping and doing more, like And as I'm a manifesting generator, I was the one like
Oh,
first everywhere, reaching every summit. But at some point, when I came to Bali and I've connected to this energy of the island, to the frequency of the island, when I attended like Tantra retreats and the meditation came into my life, meditation changed my life. And when I found this peace, like when my monkey mind started to slow down, and at some points there was like this moments of, oh my god, there is no thoughts, and it's like oh, I can just breathe.
oh yeah.
These were the moments, like these glimpses of this peace and meditativeness. And then I just started to practice more and more, because it felt so good. And then at some point I was in Costa Rica in the shower, and it just came. I was taking a shower like naked in the jungles, and it was just like boom, the name, the idea, the visuals of the teachers, everything just came. And I'm like, okay, let's see what it is. And I've sent the message to 12 teachers that I saw in this download, like the visuals. In 2 days, I
Wow.
got information from 12 people that were ready to come to co-create the retreat with me from 6 countries. In 3 months, I had my first retreat. And so far, like from running 2 retreats, like as example, last year, this year, I've did 3 retreats, 2 online summits, one in-person summit that we created in 3 months, and one online program, a 3 months online program with 15 speakers, without any experience, without any knowledge, how to do the events, how to do online in-person summits. No, every time it's just download, and I just trust if the universe send these downloads to me, then it means I am capable to do it. And then it's like my question to trust to this download, to trust that like I am chosen to bring this gift to the world through me doing the actions and bringing it to the real world. And it just like the journey for me to let's say sometimes it's quite a powerful transformational journey, because it's
Mm.
take this responsibility and trust and surrender to this process without you knowing how to do the things, and just doing one step at a time, without strategy, without plan, just trusting, and without having the clarity of each step or what I need to do. It's difficult, and at the same time, I like the creations what come as a result. Like, my mind can't even imagine this kind of things because I've never had it in my experience, or my friends, they've never experienced it because they've never tried, because of, again, the limiting beliefs, the fears, etc. So there is like a beautiful journey of you trusting this download and higher self, and just moving in the full trust and surrender, at the same time seeing all the facing all the fears, facing all the limiting beliefs that comes to the surface, transmuting this energy and using this energy as the fuel for the steps, for the actions, for the creation. And then, like, when you see the results, and like, people, how can you do it, the summit in 3 months and have 40 speakers and people flying from all over the world? I'm like, don't ask me. If you ask me, Alena, as, like, physical being, I can't do it. But if you ask me as a human being co-creating with the universe, like, yeah, I can do it, because I know how to collapse the time. I know how to bring these quantum scenarios into this real life. And I know that if I trust the process, if I, the biggest problem is the person, because when you get the download, then the person is staying there, and like, oh my God, I have this fear. No, I can't do it. No, I don't know how to do it. And like, as soon as you take yourself out of the way and you allow this creation to happen through you, this is where the magic happens. It's not easy. It's like, again, let's say it depends how you see the situation. For me, now I start to play with it. I start to play with these downloads, and like, okay, universe, what is next? Show me. Let's play. Like, I bring so much like playfulness and curiosity, this kind of attitude of a child. It's much easier, because with the attitude of adult, with the whole experience of 20 years in the business, when you are trying to understand from your mind and get this clarity and get the structure and plans, and you don't have it, and people are asking you, what should we do? And I'm like, sorry, I need to wait for the next download. I don't have the clarity. Yeah, people, you are crazy.
You need that clarity, yeah, coming into.
Yeah, so it's like it's a beautiful co-creation, and it's very important to have this playfulness, and just to surrender to this journey and trust that whatever will unfold is the right experience for you in exact divine time. And whatever you need for this creation, to bring this creation into the world, you will get on the way. This is how I'm doing the things so far. Everything is amazing, unfolding, like, in a divine way. Sometimes not the way that I expect, but it's always
Yeah.
such a beautiful way, with a lot of learning, with a lot of experience, and with powerful transformation.
Yeah, because you definitely need to have a clarity of mind, like peace, like calm nervous system to receive that channel or that just whatever that idea, and then trust in that idea. And then, as you were saying, like even if you have the fear or the doubts, like using that energy towards it, not even having to release it, just using it toward, like even the negative emotions, just because there's definitely with you, it's like I feel like you're like the span between you getting the idea and the actual like activation and the doing is very, it's like you do it, it's like you do it right away, and that's
For me,
admirable.
I already have like what one of the most important things. If you get this download, if it came to you, not to your friend, not to your partner, not to your team member, it came to you. It means you can do it. So when you understand that it is a gift that you are getting this download, and only you can bring it to the reality, and you are not doubt that you can bring it. This is one of the most important step that takes so much pressure. When you trust yourself, when you trust that you can do it, when you trust that you have the knowledge, the wisdom to do it, and even if you don't know in the moment, you will know on the way, like, then you just start to move. And for me, normally when I get the download, I always get the energy. And again, even if some moments the energy flow stops, and normally it's because of the fears and all these limiting beliefs, and like I could feel that, like, normally it's flowing, but then at some point there is no flow. It means for me there is some limiting beliefs, there is some kind of like fear or limiting beliefs stop this flow. What I'm doing
Flow in
again,
terms of action, like flow in terms of action.
flow in terms of action, like, you feel at some point that you need to do the things, you need to push, and this is not the creation. You start to do and push, it's like you are bringing the force, but the creation is not about forcing. Creation, it's allowing the universe to flow and bring this creation through you. So in the moments when I feel like something is not flowing, it means there is something in my system that I need to, for me it's not to release, it's just to see this part of me that like need some attention in a moment, and like to connect to this part of me, to accept, to bring, like, these parts of me to the space, to invite all these parts of me to this wholeness, and then I am able to create something from the space of wholeness. And when I'm creating from that space of wholeness, it's like it comes from the peace, and normally, like, I get more energy. And the moments when you see these parts of you, like the fears, the limiting belief, and you shift it and you transmute it, there is always energy. There is always, when you are transmuting, there will be always an energy, and you can use this. And there is no like positive, negative energy. There is energy. It's like when you
Mm,
are on your fears and limiting beliefs, you call it negative energy. And when you're focusing on the like creation and action, it, like, you feel alive, and you call it like positive energy. But in reality, the same energy, it's like you choose how to use this energy. Where you focus, the energy flow. If you will focus on actions, if you are focused on, like, okay, I can do this, I am creator of my destiny, I am like I can do whatever like I want. I'm very sorry. Yes, my son came. Yes. So when you're like, where you, as soon as you put the focus on the things that important for you. Wait a second. Yeah, I'm sorry.
yes.
As soon,
It's
put, as soon as I put
okay.
the
He could be the.
no, 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 okay. As soon as I put the focus on the things that are important for me, that I'm passionate about, that are in alignment with my values, that are in alignment with what I want to bring to this world, that are in alignment with my gifts, like, it's like a boom. Like, the energy is
Mm,
just flowing, and you are allowing your gifts, and you are allowing your voice, and you are allowing your uniqueness to shine.
knowing what your gifts are already. Like you already know. You have that knowing within.
It's like, again, if you don't like, even if you don't know now, like, I
Mm,
always like, one of the things that I like to ask people, like, okay, imagine you have everything what you dream, like the job, the family, the divine partner, like, the kids, I don't know, airplanes, yachts, whatever you want to have, you have everything, you achieved everything. everything is there. Imagine you wake up in the morning, and what will be one thing that you will continue to do when you have everything, when you have all money that you wanted to have? What will be one thing that you will do till the end of your life?
Mm. You asked me that during our initial phone call, and then yeah, it was the communication, it was the teaching, it was something to do with like expression.
You
Yeah,
see,
but that's for me.
when you're talking about this, what do you feel when you're talking about it? What is inside? Like, just expressing and sharing this with me. What do you feel inside?
Lightness, because there's other things on my list, right? It's like health and adventure, like family, friends, but yeah, that's the
But
ultimate. Yeah.
these other things, it's like different spheres of your life, and these other things can be your values, right? But what you love to do, it's like, it comes from within. This is something that brings this lightness, this expansion, this fire. And like, and you can see yourself that like, when do you like to do accounting and finances?
I don't mind arithmetic. I do not like taxes. Okay, just don't tell that
See,
to I d-
but some people love it. They love to sit and like do this like works with the documents. And this is the difference. What did you feel when you were talking about the taxes and the things that you don't like?
a heavier energy, like a dense kind of like yeah, just
So
yeah.
anytime when you need to make a decision, it doesn't matter. It's like about work or about collaborating with someone, or like doing some things. You can always come back to this like inner knowing, inner sensations and feelings. And when you feel this,
Mm,
no, it doesn't resonate
mm,
with my system. It doesn't resonate with my being, it means no. When you feel this fuck yes, this is when you need to do the things. If there is like, maybe it's no. Because you can't be pregnant like half. You are pregnant or no, same. Like it's fuck
mm.
yes. If it's in the middle, it's no. If you don't have this, yes, it's no. And like when people come back to this inner knowing and trusting their intuition and trusting this sensation and trusting this inner voice, they can start to do the things, like they will start to say no to the things that are not aligned. And it's amazing because they will create so much time and space for the things that are aligned with them to come into their life: partners, projects, money, clients. But when you constantly doing the things, you're working with people that you don't want to work, you're doing the work that is not aligned with your gifts and with your mission, you're doing the taxes instead of talking to people, like you're constantly putting so much on your plate. And there is no the and it's like a pond with a mud. You become like a pond with a mud. And imagine this pond with a waterfall. It's completely different energy. Flowing, there is ease, there is like there is movement of this energy, and pond with the mud. So as soon as you start in this pond, you will start to see lotuses there, you will start to see some animals, etc. And like, the water starts to flow there. You start to take out this mud, you start to say no to people, you start to say no to the things that are not aligned with what you love to do. And at some point the energy start to flow again. You will have this ease, you will have this flow, like. And yeah, it's for me, people pleaser and doer and the giver. It was the most difficult part to learn how to say no. But when I started to say no, like, it was difficult for my people pleaser, but then I started to say yes and to create a space for the things that were more aligned with what I truly want or what I want to create in this world.
Because you were saying yes to yourself, like you were
Of
saying
course.
yes to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I like that analogy, like letting the mud flow, the mud like being the heaviness that your body knows. Your body is an ancient tool. So if you like tap into the body and you even if your mind doesn't know, right? Your body is going to tell you. That's a great tool. I love that.
Yeah, the mind has a beautiful mechanism, ego, mind, and like this mechanism will continue to keep you in the comfort zone, like, in this cage. Why? Because it's easy for you. Why you don't learn much? You're not creating new neuron passes. It's like it's easy life. You're constantly doing the same things. You're constantly running the same patterns, and you're like staying in the cage. But then, like the cage, you see, there is a space. The doors is open. The
Oh,
doors are
like a rib
open.
cage.
Yeah, it's like it's
Oh,
always open, but it's like because of the power of the mind, the mind is so powerful, and the mind normally controls people, and like keep you in this safe space, in this comfort zone. Like as soon as you understand this, and as soon as you understand that in reality you're a creator of your like of your reality, of your destiny, you have all the power, you have all the energy, you have all the wisdom, you have all the resources, and like, okay, it's a time to go out from this cage. And then it's like, oh my God, there is such a beautiful people around. Oh my God, I can co-create projects with these people. I can record the podcasts with all these people and they are saying yes to me. Like, but before you are saying, oh no, nobody will say yes to me. No, I was talking to this woman and she said no, and maybe other people will say no to me. And maybe I need to work on my self-worth, and in reality I'm not confident, and there is a constant, like, this
it's a
kind of
lot.
telling you, come back to the cage. I am the boss here, you're the slaver. Like, and then when you understand that it's all the game, and you can create your own game, and you can create your own rules, and you can create your own reality, and you just start to play with it.
I love that. Yeah, there's definitely a shift from the mind to the heart-centered existence, right? Like growing up, I was always told, like, think with your head. Like, think what was the expression? Like, just it's something with your head. Do your head, your head. It's always your head. It's like, okay, the head. But now it's like there's a shift, definitely, like over the past few years, coming back into the heart and like
For
the
me, I always
feeling.
ask the people, not how are you doing, or like
Oh, use your head. That's what it is. Yeah.
use
Sorry.
your head. Yeah, I always ask, how do you feel? What is alive? What
Mm,
is alive right now? Because like when I ask you what is alive, you start like, what is alive? And like, and you start to feel what is alive, and you start to express it. And the more you start, like I feel this, and in my body there is this sensation right now, and you start, like, to connect more to your body, and you start to describe what is alive in present moment, not I think I need to do this work. No, it's like you see the difference when people are talking from the mind. They look in a different side. They're like, they're sinking, their eyes look up, and like, they are trying to understand what is going on in their mind, or they are trying to remember something, or they are trying to think about what they need to do. But what is alive there? What is life? Like, they start to see, like, they start to look differently, and they start to come back more to themselves, like to this inner world, and connect more to their sensations. So it's like you can easily see when people are in the mind, or when they are in the present moment, and you can support them through the questions, through the conversation, to come back to this present moment, to the sensation. And then I love this kind of conversation, because there is more depth in this conversation, because people are more authentic, and they are like, oh, I feel this, like, and then by you creating space for them, like to be themselves, to talk how they feel, and creating the safe space so they can trust and be more open and vulnerable. And like, if you also know some, like, beautiful tools for the authentic relating, for the conversation and listening and all the skills. It just creates that space for people to be seen, to be vulnerable, to be real and authentic. And again, it's just different quality of the connection and the conversation that can happen.
Mm.
Compare the people are in the mind and they constantly thinking of the next task, of the next project or the next summit. It just, yeah, it just different.
Yeah, it's rare for someone to say like how does it feel? Like how do you feel? Everyone's like, how are you? How are you doing? But it's a very surface level
How are you?
conversation, whereas
How are you doing? How are you feeling?
do, right?
Yes,
How are
yeah.
you feeling? Yeah. Because
What is a life?
sometimes like when you do start
Yeah, I like
mhm,
what is a life? What is a life for you right now? How do you feel?
like that. I'm gonna start asking strangers on the street. How
Send me a message. What will be the response? I can tell you, some people will be, what, how do I feel?
what is alive? I love that. I love that. Is there this is like usually one of the first questions that I ask, but is there something that you're excited about in your life right now, and is there something that you're excited about in the world in general right now?
What I'm
To
excited.
sum it up.
Yeah, like what I'm excited. I'm excited about 2026. Like as my astrology said, it would be the most powerful year for me for the evolution, for the expansion. So I'm ready to ride this horse with my own pace and more in the flow and like, um, um, I'm ready to take this power and the potential and energy and the gifts that I have and to have this adventure with my horse, collaborating with my horse, co-creating this journey
I'm a
together.
horse. I'm a horse. Yeah.
Yes, so
In Chinese, yeah.
for me, I have a lot of things that I'm working on, and one of the most important thing I think that is exciting me is creating the online community, like platform where we will gather all together, where we will create the safe space and invite people to come back home to themselves, where they can be real, authentic, where they can connect, collaborate. At the same time, they can grow and evolve with the tools, with the teachings that we will offer to them, and also attend in different online events, summits, webinars. And if they are ready for like meetings in person, there will be like retreats and all other things. But just to create this space that will allow me to touch more people around the globe, this excites me a lot. What I'm excited, what is going on in the world and what excites me, I really feel with this like AI, with everything what is going on, like AI in reality, if you use it in a conscious way, can create more time for you. If you use it
Uh,
consciously, for example, if before you were writing emails and it would take you hours, now you can write it easily. Like again, when I am writing my emails, I'm writing my email and then I just ask ChatGPT as example to make it to correct mistakes because English is my not my native language. And what I see is by consciously using it, not putting all the responsibility to ChatGPT to do the work instead of you, and
oh, yeah.
consciously using it, you can create more time for yourself, and then you can choose how you will use this time. And in reality, if you're conscious enough, this is a beautiful time for you to bring your gifts, to do the things that inspires you, that excites you. Because before, like now this is the time when in reality all the things are available for us. We have water, like we have all these coolers, we don't need to go to the rivers, like and get the water. So I
Kangen
mean,
water.
but yeah, all the basic things are available for us. We have some support technology, etc., to support us. So we can have more time to do the things that are important for us. And again, this is a beautiful opportunity for people to choose what they really want to do and to invest their precious time in the things that are like aligned with what they really want to bring to this world. And by consciously using their time and by being in alignment with their soul, with their mission and the purpose, they can create such a beautiful impact in this world. So for me, I really feel that this is the time where people become more conscious because they see this, like, this AI, these machines are coming to like, how to call it? I forget the English word, to do the work instead of us. And instead of like,
Automation.
oh my god, the AI will take my space or something like this, it's like, oh, amazing, now I have this opportunity. Instead of doing the taxes that I was doing for 20 years, I can do the things that I was like, to pay my bills, like, to pay my bills and to get this salary. And as I say, how to say, we are selling our soul for money to pay our bills or to create someone else's success. There is a beautiful opportunity for people to choose, and I really feel that there is a moment of awakening right now in the world, in the globe. People like people are hearing this calling more and more. And I really feel that if people have the right places, communities, spaces for them to tap into this like voice inside, to tap into this potential or dreams that they have inside, but they never had the courage like to do something about it, and they were still doing the taxes and all the stuff to pay their bills. It's a beautiful opportunity for people to make the step of courage and really become the creators of their life. And if they have the right people, the right guides, the right communities and spaces, I really feel that it's just more fun to do it together. And for me, 2026, it's about we. And I can tell you, you're the first person that I'm telling outside of our of our
Fear.
team. I am rebranding everything right now from I am creation to we are creation. So for me, 2026 is about collaboration, co-creation, unity, oneness. And it's like, one drop can make beautiful circle, like, beautiful movement in the water. But imagine if
Mm,
it's like a lot of drops, we can create the wave, like the oceans, the movement. So for me, 2026 is about this movement of consciousness and collaboration with people that are aligned with what I'm doing. And I really feel that there will be a big shift with this beautiful year of horse, because there is more power, there is more potential, there is more movement, and a lot of things will be moving inside. And when the things are moving inside in the inner world, there will be a shift in the outer world. So yeah, I'm excited.
I love that. So many things to take away from this discussion. Thank you so much for your time, Alena. Year of the
Thank you so
horse.
much.
We're
I
galloping.
believe me,
You're a horse too? I'm horse.
no,
Oh,
no,
you're
no.
a horse.
I'm the tiger, but I mean, like, let's say like this. I was a horse before, like horse. Now I am the I don't know English word, the person on top of the horse, with the vision and person that control the horse and take the horse on this journey. So I shift a little bit from being the horse to be on top of the horse. And
Oh yeah,
it's beautiful.
the
Uh,
guide.
it's beautiful transition from doing to being. And for me, this is one of the most important thing that I really would love people to feel more, like really to be more than do more.
Right. be more, then do more. And if you don't want to do, then you know that you're not doing. But doing is good. But doing once you get the message.
Doing
Thank you so
when you
much.
are aligned with the things, and doing with ease and flow instead of like, constantly pushing. It's different than
Yeah, I like that. Just ease and flow.
ease
Let
and flow.
the flowers grow it through the river. Let the mud
Because everything
disperse.
happens. Like, the sun is shining, the rain is bringing all this water and nourishing the earth. Like, everything is working without us, right? We are not switching on the sun. We are not switching on the rain. Everything is flowing and working. Like, it's same as in nature. Everything can come through us if we allow this flow to happen.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Alona. I will put your links down below so that if people want to contact you and are curious to know more about your endeavors, then they'll click
Yeah.
below, everybody. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank
so
you so
much,
much.
everybody. See you
Close
guys.
everyone and wish you a nice 2026. Bye bye.